My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor. I've worked thousands of IRS cases, and I want to talk to you today about passport revocations, what the process is, and what you need to know. First of all, you need to know what IRS did years ago through the FAST Act. It was a FAST Act, was to go ahead and be able to notify the State Department so the State Department can go ahead and yank and pull your passport. So this whole process was designed so IRS could collect more money, and they figured if you had money to travel, this would be leverage for you to go ahead and be able to travel and take care of your IRS debt. It's caused a lot more harm than good. There's so many people just up in the air. They traveling for business actually to make money. Some people going to weddings, some people going to funerals, and now they're dealing with their IRS tax debt sometimes during real emotional times. Some of them are actually trying to get jobs, going back and forth. So here's the process. IRS goes ahead and sends a letter to the State Department notifying the State Department that you have serious tax debt. At that point in time, the IRS sends a 508C letter to you. The thing about this, CP 508C letter, it doesn't come certified. Sometimes they're sent to the wrong addresses. You may not get it. You may have news all of a sudden. Guess what? Your passport is gone. It's restricted. You go to travel and you're shut down really at the gate. If this is the problem, what you have to do is you've got to satisfy the IRS problem that you have. So what has to happen is you're going to have to call IRS. First of all, let them know whether you owe the debt, whether you don't. Was their tax return wrong? Should it have been amended? If you owe the money, you're going to have to give IRS a financial statement. With that, IRS needs to put your financial statement into currently not collectible, a hardship, or an offer and compromise. The big problem is now trying to settle that debt with the IRS. IRS is going to get a financial statement, and like I said, either put you in currently non-collectible, a payment agreement, or a offer and compromise. I am telling you, unless you know the process of what IRS is going to do with that financial statements, you are really up the creek without a paddle, because many people find themselves making large payments to IRS, payment agreements they can't keep. And lovingly, unless you know what IRS is doing with that financial statement, my recommendation to you is not to call. IRS has a very tight standard that they allow for your expenses, and many people who call IRS wind up, like I said, with payment agreements they can't keep. So if your passport has been certified to the State Department, you better be really careful if you're going to call IRS. Plus, IRS is going to want all your returns filed, and there is a series of little cannons that can fire at you. Just so be very careful. If you're going to hire someone, make sure someone knows the process, because this process has to happen quick. You want to resolve your problem, and you want to have all your tax returns filed. Anyway, that's the process. So if you need me, give me a call. Now you know the truth. Thank you.